Hello, welcome all. We have IIT Kanpur Director Abhay Karandikar with us. He is a founder member and former chairman of TSDSI and part of TRI in 2017 and 21. Let's have a talk with Abhay Karandikar. As a director, how do you think IIT Kanpur can contribute to India's future?
As you know that we are a technology institutes primarily, and we have a lot of responsibility, I would say, and also it is our vision to contribute towards developing indigenous technology in all sectors wherever we have expertise. So, to the extent possible, we will really like to contribute towards, as you know, the Honorable Prime Minister has said, Atmanirbhar Bharat. And I think we as an institute has a role to play in taking our research from lab to the market. So I think that is where we can make a national impact. In the past few years, we have done in many areas. For example, we have contributed to the 5G project. We have contributed to the cyber security projects. We have contributed to the medical devices and medical diagnostics and drug discovery areas. So there are many areas in which we have been contributing, and I think in the years to come, we can only strengthen it towards developing technology indigenously in the country.
IIT Kanpur, known for its science and technology, now it set up a kind of medical school. So how it will become?
Yeah. So actually, as you know that next generation research in healthcare is now happening more and more at the intersection of engineering and medicine. And if you look at the entire medical education system in the country, almost all medical colleges in India are standalone medical colleges. Unlike in other parts of the world like US or Europe, where it is like under the university where sciences departments, engineering departments and medical school coexist. And that is why there is a more interactions, and that is why there is more research-based medical educations. That is somewhat lacking in the country. And given the fact that next generation research in healthcare is now more technology driven, we believe that given our strength in engineering and technology, we can make a difference in the medical education and research in the years to come. So that is the vision behind setting up a medical school. And in that context, we want to focus more on super specialty and research-based degrees and not, right now start an undergraduate program. So that is actually our vision.
Okay. In an era of ChatGPT, AI, how IIT Kanpur molds students towards it?
No, ChatGPT is just a tool. So many tools have been developed in the past, and as more and more tools get developed, we need to make best use of them, both in our education and research. As far as the AI in general is concerned, we have been contributing to very large AI projects. For example, the CP-Gram portal, which is a Government of India portal where common citizens can upload their grievances. We have developed a back-end AI engine which is processing these grievances and classifying them based upon the context in which these grievances have been uploaded. So I think this is a very large AI project. We are also working on AI in healthcare, and given the fact that we have a large digital health mission program in the country, I'm sure AI can also help in that area as well. So we have doing fundamental and applied research in AI, and IIT Kanpur has been working on it for the past several years.
In India, especially in Kerala, many students are going to foreign universities to study. So will it negatively impact our country's growth?
No, I think people are looking for good opportunities to study. The whole idea is that we have to now create a good quality engineering educations in terms of both colleges and universities in the country. And as you know that the new national education policy also emphasizes on creating quality, large multidisciplinary universities and the quality of faculty members. Once the quality improves, obviously, I'm sure our students would like to study here. The other thing that has happened is that there are now more job opportunities in India. In fact, if you see 10 years back or 15 years back, 90% of IIT graduates used to go abroad. Right now, 90% are staying here and only 5 to 10% are going abroad. And a large percentage of them are having their own startups now. So the fact that 90% of IIT students are now staying in India is a reflection of the fact that there are more opportunities in terms of jobs and growth in the country. And that is why people are not going to US or Europe, which definitely from IITs used to go. 30 years back, 100% of the students used to go abroad. But now that number has come down to just 5 to 10%.
Yeah, at the same time, foreign universities are coming to India and discussions are going on with the ministries, and which experts thinks that it will help young Indians of our country. So what do you think about it?
No, I think we would welcome them and we would be happy to collaborate with them. In fact, IIT Kanpur is having a large collaboration with several foreign universities. For example, with New York University, we are having these joint PhD degree program where the student can spend a part of the time in IIT Kanpur and part of the time in New York universities and get degrees from both the universities. We also have a program with Rice University. We have a IIT Kanpur Rice Collaborative Center. We have a program with few Australian universities like La Trobe and University of Melbourne. So as an institute, we want to be globally competitive and we would like to work with world-class universities and collaborate with them. So in that sense, I think we don't have any problem if any university comes here.
I understand that you are part of 6G Forum in India. So can you share its roadmap with us, please?
No, I think I was part of the 6G Technology Innovations Group set up by the government, and I was also chairing the 6G Spectrum Policy Task Force. So we have submitted our report, and as you know that this report was also unveiled by the Honorable Prime Minister. So now that forms the part of the vision, and now the government is also setting up a Bharat 6G mission, and a consortium of industry and academia is setting up Bharat 6G Alliance. So I am a part of the Bharat 6G Alliance, and our objective is to take our research to global standards and contribute the standards essential patents. So I think that is what we would like to do in the years to come.
Okay. Now we have 5G already in India. So which sector in particular will it get the maximum benefit of 5G? What do you think?
No, the 5G deployment will benefit all sectors. Not only, it will bring the high-speed broadband, but also it has applications in e-governance, health sector, education, agriculture, transportations, intelligent transportation. So I'm sure, I think all sectors, because 5G will really form the bedrock of the all-pervasive digital connectivity.
Many foreign agencies, experts, things, it will not become India's decade, but it surely becomes India's century. So, as a director and an expert of technology, what do you think of it?
Yeah, I think as I mentioned that now we are slowly moving towards developing technology indigenously. India itself is going to be a large market. So where we will not only deploy our homegrown technology in the country, but we will also be in a position to export these technology globally. And we have demonstrated that during COVID. For example, we developed our COVID vaccines, which was also exported globally. And in the years to come, perhaps, the 5G, 6G technologies, medical devices, medical implants that we were working artificial hearts kind of technologies. I'm sure they will not only be useful in the country, but we will be in a position to globally export it.
Okay. Currently, we are aiming to become a global leader in semiconductor manufacturing, and central government already approved 10 billion package for it. So, what do you think? How will it become?
I think the government of India has launched this India Semiconductor Mission. And as a part of the mission, I think we want to have a semiconductor fab also here. I'm sure it will spur growth in the manufacturing sectors in the country, particularly electronics manufacturing sectors in the country.
As we are from Kerala, we are like to know, how do you see Kerala's higher education?
So I really don't know much about the higher education system in the country, but in Kerala we have an IIT, we have a very state-of-the-art research centers in the form of Vikram Sarabhai Space Center, VSSC, and we also have a very good research centers and academic institutions also in the state. And I'm sure, given the entire ecosystem that is evolving in the country, these are all institutes of national importance and they will contribute towards the national growth.
This year, India is hosting G20. So, how IIT Kanpur and you have become a part of it?
No, I think in IIT, many of our faculty members are involved in several discussions that have gone into framing the larger agendas. For example, we are part of S20, which is essentially, Science 20. In fact, our Professor Ashutosh Sharma, who is a professor in Department of Chemical Engineering, he is actually leading the S20 discussions. So those discussions will go into the, science technology part. We have also contributed towards the E20, that is education part as well. So as an institute, I think we have been contributing to science, technology, education sectors in discussions that have been taking place, leading to the final summit in September.
Okay. Thank you, Director, for this conversation.
Thank you. Thank you.
So in the phase 1 of our hospital, we are going to create physical infrastructure that is required to create the right footprints in terms of medical school as well as super specialty hospital. So phase 1 is based on building up the physical infrastructure by May or July 2025. After 2 years, we want to bring everything in one place and then start a journey towards medical school.
To cybersecurity training, we have several programs in cybersecurity. One is e-masters in cybersecurity, which has so far trained about 150 students.
At IT level, yes, we do set up such labs, then we apply for government support as well as CSR support to get such equipment. And fortunately, our department does have good lab setups where students are working on state-of-the-art things.
It is one of the most popular UG branches. Not just among students in economics, we get a lot of queries, so many that we can't handle many a times.
So our focus has been technology-driven, impact. So since we are primarily a science and engineering institution, we would of course like to be in the top 50 in engineering. We're already in top 100, and I think we are marching towards that.